So you want to take 3 large lemons and cut them up. And by the pith, I mean this white part in here, which we all know can be very puckery. But the lemons in Procida are very sweet. So they use them for sauces and they use them for salads. So we're going to juice these lemons into a bowl. You want to get at least about a half a cup of lemon juice. So I'm getting a lot of juice out of these. And here's my last one. Okay, and now make the pesto. So for this we need garlic, and you can do this right in a food processor. So a clove of garlic, 1 clove of garlic goes in. This is very fast. And you'll want some pine nuts. So here we have pine nuts that we've toasted. The ones from Italy are very, very creamy. So if you can find them, that would be great, because oftentimes pine nuts are not coming from Italy. So pine nuts go in, about 2 ounces. And then you want, a little heat with this, yes. Some hot red pepper flakes. Maybe 1/4 teaspoon is good. If you like more, you can put more in. And then we want some fresh parsley and some basil. So the first thing I'm going to do is whirl this part up first. I want to get this a little bit coarse. So put the top on. All right, you want to get it coarse, but leave some texture there. And now we're going to add parsley, flat leaf Italian, about a half a cup, and fresh basil leaves. So you really want, first of all, what I like to do with this part of the recipe is just break those basil leaves up a little bit. So now we can put this in, chopped up a little bit. That doesn't happen with parsley, so I'm good there. And we want a half a cup of Parmigiano Reggiano grated, but I'm not going to use all of that. I'm going to save about 1/4 cup. So let me I'm going to save about 1/4 cup for the pasta that this is going to go on. Well, that's about right. And now we're going to pulse this again. Just to get those leaves. You see what I'm doing here? I'm just going very gently with this. Okay, now we can add some lemon juice. And now we only want to use enough lemon juice to get this into a paste. So I'm just going to start with a little of the juice. I don't know how much I'll need. We'll see. Put that back on. And you see what's happening. It's starting to get pasty. I'm going to add just a little bit more. Put that on. Okay, and a drizzle of olive oil now, just a drizzle. Goes in. Put this back on. You have to have pazienza. So we can add just a little bit of salt to that, a piacere. And we're not going to add any pepper, but you see how beautiful that is. And that is going to cling very nicely to the pasta. So now we have to get the water boiling. Boiling water, to which we are going to add sale, salt. And you want to use a really good imported pasta made from 100% semolina flour. So dried pastas are always made from semolina and water. That's much different than fresh pasta, which is made with unbleached all-purpose flour and eggs. This is semolina and water. So I've got a half a pound of pasta nests, spaghetti nests, because I think they're cute. I'm going to put them in, and they will uncoil as they are cooking. So we want to cook those until they are al dente. Give that just a little stir. Put the cover on. Wait till that comes back to the boil and cook them to the tooth. So the pasta is now cooked. Please don't put oil in the water when you cook pasta. You see how nice and fluid this is? There's no oil in the water. If you start with enough water, you're not going to have that problem because pasta expands in the water. How do you know it's cooked? How do you know what al dente means? You break it in half. You look right there in the center. You see any uncooked white flour? If you do, it's not cooked. It goes back in the water. But I don't see any uncooked white flour, so now we can take this out. So we want to take it and put it right in the pan with the sauce. To mix with the sauce. You don't even have to heat the sauce. And you see how nicely this is coating the strands of pasta. That's what you want. You don't want to have sauce that's staying in the bowl. So when you can make a trench like that and you don't see any sauce puddling there, you've done it right.